Give me fuel, give me fire, give me double shot and time.
The 2.5-mile Pocono Raceway could be called the Bermuda Triangle for Winston Cup racing. Many stars of the sport have been sailing towards victory here, only to suddenly disappear. Only the swift and the savvy should try to navigate this course. And the one thing every crew needs to win? An experienced captain. We're getting set to go green here in the NASCAR Thunder 2003 Let's Play, where at the end of this race, we will find out who has learned all the tricks of this triangle. Let's go trackside with MRN for the command and the starting order for today's running of the Pennsylvania 500.
Start your engines.
Well, here's the starting lineup.
Starting out front are the CarQuest car and the Altel Ford. Starting in row 2 will be the Valvoline Pontiac and the Motorcraft Ford. In row 3 are the 16 car and the Target Dodge. In row 4 are the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet and the 27 car. Rounding out the top 10 starting spots are the 26 car and the DuPont Chevrolet. Dale Earnhardt Jr., the NASCAR Winston Cup points leader, will start towards the front. Starting from row 7 will be the Home Depot Pontiac and the 29 car. In the 8th row are the 115 car and the Pennzoil Chevrolet. In the 9th row, we have the UAW Delphi Chevrolet and the 40 car. In the 10th row are the Lowe's Chevrolet and the Team Rusty Ford. Starting the race from row 11 are the Kodak Chevrolet and the Mark Martin Ford. The 12th row has the UPS Ford and the Rubbermaid Ford. Starting the race from row 13 will be the 18 car and the DeWalt Power Tools Ford. In row 14, we have the Caterpillar Dodge and the Kellogg Chevrolet. Starting from row 15 will be the Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge and the Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge. In the 16th row are the Square D Chevrolet and the 31 car. In the 17th row are the 63 car and the Citgo Ford. In the 18th row are the 30 car and the Tide Ford. Starting the race from row 19 are the Avalon Ford and the 46 car. The 20th row has the Sprint Dodge and the Sirius Satellite Radio Dodge. Starting the race from row 21 will be the 98 car and the 139 car. And finally, starting from the rear of the field will be the M&M's Pontiac.
And that's how the field will line up for the Pennsylvania 500 here at Pocono Raceway. It's time to go ahead and get this race underway as the fans come to their feet and the flagman sits at the ready. Green flag is in the air. Tight three-wide racing out of turn one. Johnny Benson tried to get to our inside. We had to pinch him down to keep him behind us. Here comes Elliott Sadler on the high side. Ryan Newman out to a good start so far. We're trying our best to keep him in our sights. Ooh, he swung wide in turn three. That's going to allow Benson to get underneath of us. Benson uses the side draft to his advantage. He's going to get around us, get the run off of three. Managed to tuck in line between Sadler and Benson, but Sadler looks to the inside. We come down to cover. A little contact there. That's going to make us overdrive turn one slightly. Elliott Sadler goes on by. So we look to his inside to try to book the crossover move. Headed down into the the tunnel turn. Here comes Benson looking on the outside once again. The tunnel turn's not one of our best turns. We're side by side with Elliott Sadler in turn three. And look at Sterling Marlin making a way up through the middle. Sterling Marlin squeezed in between Johnny Benson and Jimmy Spencer to take over the fourth spot. So we've now made our way into the second position. We can't hold it on the bottom. That's going to allow Elliott Sadler to get underneath of us. Not quite. Can't quite get there. We get the run on the high side. .195 miles per hour going down into the tunnel turn. Marlin took a peek to our outside but couldn't quite get there. Marlin peeking to the outside again. A little loose getting in. Can't quite hold the bottom. Sterling Marlin's going to go by. And we've dropped back to third. Going to try and stay in Marlin's draft for a little bit. Boy, almost 200 miles an hour going into turn one. But we just can't hold the bottom. Every time it's just like we just shoot up the track. Ryan Newman's out to a really big lead. Go down into the tunnel turn. Just can't hold it on the bottom. That's going to be our Achilles heel here. Until we can get some more grip. Until we can upgrade the level of grip that this car has, we're just going to have a lot of trouble. Here comes Dale Earnhardt Jr., the points leader. Jr. working his way up through the middle of the pack. We try to keep him behind us. He gives us a tap, gets us up the racetrack. And we're now back to fourth place. Drafting behind Dale Jr. Here comes Jeff Gordon, who's running sixth. 194 miles per hour going down into that tunnel turn, which is, like I said, it's not our best turn. We can't get on the gas as quick. We can't go in as hard, and we can't get back to the gas as quick as the AI can. But we're running up here with the front. At least we're running competitively. And we're not mired back in traffic.
We're catching them, buddy. Stay with it.
Man, we're almost reaching that 200 mile per hour mark, but we just can't hold it on the bottom. We make the turn okay, but the car just will not work on the bottom. We got the run off of one that time. Managed to keep Jeff Gordon behind us, but this is where he catches us. Boy, a little bit loose there. But yeah, this is where he catches us. This is where he makes up time. Whereas we can get away in turns 1, The AI just have the advantage in the tunnel turn. Jeff Gordon goes around us. In line with Jeff Gordon and Mark Martin as we look to Jeff Gordon's inside. Just can't keep it down there. Tires are starting to wear a little bit earlier than I remember. We do get the run on the high side. Clear Mark Martin. Looking to the inside of Jeff Gordon, but it's not going to work out. Jeff Gordon, yeah, see how Mark Martin just kind of blew by us in the tunnel turn? That we can't do that. Not yet, anyway. With my season mode car, with a good car, yes, I can do it just fine. Mark Martin making an early pit stop. Yeah, Rusty Wallace is all over us. Putting on the brakes a little bit hard there, but that's okay because we should be able to get the run off the turn. Yes, we do. Not the run that we would normally have. And I see shades of where we actually are getting to where I feel like it's getting closer to my season mode car. Or whereas the default car that they get the game gives you, I see shades of that. I see shades of it improving enough to where like I can at least run with these guys and put the car almost where I need to. Like I said, I just need a little more grip because I seem to have the speed, but it's the turns that kill us. And we're only 4 seconds behind the leader, so that's not bad. You see, we pulled ways away from Rusty Wallace that time by, but I think this is Ricky Rudd trying to pass him on the inside. Hard to see in my rear view. We're trying to stay tucked in behind Jeff Gordon here. We're going to get on the brakes a little bit hard there. Oh, but we're starting to push really bad. Oh man, car pushed really bad there. Oh, there's Kevin Harvick. Will there be any bad blood through this turn? Oh, I can't turn, actually. I'm starting to get really tight. Really, really tight. Oh, boy, and Kansas turns us around, and we're somehow saved that going down pit road. And also, somehow didn't manage to speed. Well, I guess I'm pitting. Fine. I have no idea what just happened. Well, we need the tires anyway. We need the tires anyway after that spin. Somehow he managed to save it. I thought for sure a caution would have came out, seeing as we were pretty much completely sideways. I guess we weren't sideways enough. We are in the back, but that's going to be okay. We have a little bit of damage on the back, but I think that's going to be fine. We just have to make it the rest of the way. And we should be fine on fuel. Because we were just a little bit past halfway. This looks like Matt Kenseth and... looks like Frank Kimmel. Oh boy. Big bump for Matt Kenseth. Kenseth's trying to sneak his nose in there. He wasn't quite clear yet. That's not Kenseth. That's Ward Burton. It looked like one of Kenseth's games. And that's Scott Wimmer. Scott Wimmer. I keep saying Frank Kimmel, but that's Scott Wimmer in the 46. They go around us, but that's okay. We'll catch back up. Pit stops are still happening. And I'm pretty sure these guys have to come down pit road as well. See, we've entered the tunnel turn a little bit better. I'm sorry, turn one a little bit better, rather. But this is where they're going to beat us. Even though we've caught them here. Just can't quite get there. Just can't quite take that turn as fast as we need to. Off turn 3, some cars are down pit road. We're going to pick up some positions here. Interestingly enough, we don't seem to be going into turn 1 as fast anymore. It seems that we're only going in at about 192 miles per hour, where we were almost breaking 200 before. And we're not even going into the tunnel turn as fast anymore. So right now we're 24th, kind of hanging tough here. He's inside. Oh boy, contact with Tony Stewart. That's one thing about the AI. They are very aggressive. The AI is very aggressive coming off turns. Oh boy, wow, we're sideways going into turn 1 that time. We managed to save it. We gave up a position to Bobby Labonte, but we managed to save that. Got on the brakes and got really sideways. But yeah, the AI is really aggressive in turn 3. Like they will run you up the racetrack if they can. I've always noticed that about this track. They're always real aggressive. We're coming off of turn 3. More cars down pit road. So looks like we're going to wind up about 15th. Now that, or 16th rather. Well, now 15th. Now that we made the contact with Jeremy Mayfield. But this makes sense. We did spit out. So this does make sense that we would be back here at 15. So we're just going to try to do what we can to see if we can get back up to the lead, but starting to notice that the speed of the car it's not as fast anymore. Boy, Jimmy Johnson. Yeah. Jimmy got me really loose there when he came up on my back bumper. And somehow they do still have the speed coming off the turn. And we are falling back like a rock right now. But caution is out. Caution is out for, looks like, oh, Bobby Hamilton's around. And he collects Kyle Petty. Looks like Bobby Hamilton possibly stayed out on old tires. He gets around, gets into Shane Hall a little bit. Collects Kyle Petty, but I think he can continue from there. Bobby Hamilton, I'm not so sure about. He will have to come down pit road. We're going to go ahead and stay out. So we're coming down to 2 laps to go. Sandwiched between Rusty Wallace and Ricky Rudd. Ricky Rudd has made his way up through from the back of the pack almost. We're going down into turn 1. The top 18 have pulled away. We're starting to push really bad. Oh boy. Contact with Terry Labonte, trying to keep these cars behind us. Yeah, our speed is not there. Our speed is gone. Yeah, these cars are just kind of blowing our doors off now. Our speed is completely gone. Oh boy, contact back there with Terry Labonte and Jamie McMurray. Oh boy, whoa, really loose off of 3 that time. White flag in the air for the leader. We've dropped back to 21st. Yeah, we're getting our doors blown off here, guys. Oh boy, contact. Almost a disaster there. We've dropped back to 25th. This is ridiculous. Why am I so slow now? Why am I so slow? Here comes Jeremy Mayfield. We'll try to keep it behind us, but to no avail. To no avail. We just have no speed all of a sudden. And we're not driving any differently than we were before, as Steve Park is going to try to get to our inside and turn us around. We managed to save it and hold on to 30th. So we're trying to keep these guys behind us, and yeah, we're going to finish 30th. This is stupid! Gosh!
What an exciting finish.
Wow, you know, you're right. That was an incredible finish to an even more incredible race. This NASCAR Winston Cup Series is so exciting to watch.
The CarQuest car couldn't do much with his top 10 start.
Well, I'm sure he's not very happy about his finish. That whole team really thought they had the car to beat in this one. Sometimes things just don't work out like you planned, especially in this NASCAR Winston Cup Series.
We're out of time here at MRN. We hope you enjoyed today's race, and we'll see you next time.
Okay guys, so here is this finishing order for the Pennsylvania 500 here at Pocono Raceway. Dale Earnhardt Jr. yet again gets another win, and he is ahead of second place Dale Jarrett, who's also second in points, so top two in points finish 1-2. Kevin Harvick, the rival, finishes third. Tony Stewart finishes fourth. Fifth is Jeff Gordon. Sixth is Sterling Marlin. Seventh is Ryan Newman. Eighth is Kurt Busch. Ninth is Bobby Labonte. And rounding out the top 10 is Jimmy Spencer. So, and here are the rest of the field. You can pick out your favorite driver. Winner's purse of $189,000. Time of race 29:50 or 25:60 just about, or 26 basically. One caution for 3 laps. Average speed 115.4 miles per hour, and margin of victory 0.43 seconds. So he wasn't too far behind there. We had some cars fall out of the race. Looks like Greg Biffle fell out. Bobby Hamilton fell out after the incident later on in the race, and Jerry Nadeau fell out later on. So actually, no. Jerry Nadeau fell out earlier. Greg Biffle fell out later. No, he finished the race. Bobby Hamilton just finished 1 lap down. So he finished, but just finished a lap down. Yep. Just. Alright guys, so here are the point standings. As you can see, we are still maintaining our top 20 in points, 1,146 points back. Looks like we're kind of solidified there as well. Our battle may be with Jimmy Spencer, but let's go up and look at the top 5. The top 5 is Dale Earnhardt Jr., of course, with his win today, just further his points lead over second place. Dale Jarrett was 103 points back. Mark Martin, 209 points back in third. Jeff Gordon, 230 points back in fourth. And rounding out the top 5 is Sterling Marlin, 369 points back. So let's go ahead and view the awards for the week. We do get a pole award. Despite everything, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is the front runner, led the most laps of the race. He did. Wow, he must have got around Ryan Newman really quick then. Ricky Rudd, all charged up, moved up the most spots. The fastest pace of the race was given by Sterling Marlin. Ron Hornaday was the rookie of the race, and Jimmy Johnson with the most exciting pass of the race. So there you have it, guys. To say that I was upset was probably an understatement. And the funny thing was, like, when the race started, it looked really promising. I was like, oh, okay, I pulled out front pretty quickly. Got to the first turn, and, you know, Ryan Newman kind of blew past me, and I was like, okay, that's fine. At least we're holding up in the top 5 with these guys, but I noticed the car was slowly getting slower, and like there were some times like I would overdrive the turn and that would be a thing, but like I noticed the car was slowly getting slower, and then all of a sudden after pit stops, man, forget it. After I got spun out that one time, I was like, which I didn't lose that many spots, but yeah, after I got spun out, and no caution came out, surprisingly, after pit stops, no speed. None. absolutely none. It was like I was running my old...
Okay, guys, let's see what we can do with this pole position out here, out front. Here
it was like... Yeah, no speed. None. Like, it was like I was running my old, you know, rookie season, you know, car or whatever. It was just like I was slowly but steadily just falling through the field, and it made no sense. It made no sense. I'm like, why am I so slow? And I know that damage slows you down some. I get that. However, not that much. That's an insane amount of speed lost. You know, when you're losing, when you're going into like the turn like 170, 180 miles, when you were almost going 200 miles per hour on during, you know, the first part of the race and everything. So I don't see that happening. So yeah, bad race. Good start, but bad race. And like I said, the handling started to go away. I got turned down pit road, which was that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Like, I was so sure like there was a caution that was going to come out, and I would have been fine pitting under the caution, but still, just the game perplexes me sometimes. That's all I will say. It perplexes me sometimes. Sometimes I just don't get it. I just don't understand the how things happen sometimes. It's like, you know, start up front, fall to the back. Start in the back. Usually in this game, you'll go towards the you'll stay in the back, but you know, there's some tracks like, okay, I start in the back, all of a sudden I've got like stupid amount of speed, and I start going towards the front and finishing mid-pack, and I'm like, okay, I guess this is a thing, but we're gonna try our best again at Indianapolis. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this series wears on me sometimes, especially when I know we should be finishing well. And I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like sometimes there's artificial difficulty. It's like, oh, we'll just slow your car down, or we'll just slow the pit stop down, or make everyone else's pit stop insanely fast. So, like, but yeah, when I got back in the top 15, I thought it was fine. I thought it was okay. I was like, yeah, this makes sense. I did spin out, so yeah, top 15, fine. But then I had no speed. I had no speed whatsoever. And it was like, people were just passing me, like blowing my doors off. And I'm like, what in the world is going on right now? So, let's just try to recover at Indianapolis. Indianapolis is one of those tracks that sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm not. It just depends. It just depends. We'll have to see where we qualify, and that'll pretty much... Actually, I can't even say that. I can't even say that'll dictate the race, because I don't know how the game's going to handle it, basically. But anyway, guys, that's the race. It hurts. It hurts so bad. All right, guys. Well, look, if you enjoy these races, I do them every Sunday. If you even managed to enjoy this race, you probably enjoyed it much more than I did. But anyway, do them every Sunday, and I'll see you guys at Indianapolis.